Hey guys, today I want to talk about the Turtle Beach Elite 800X wireless noise canceling DTS surround sound headphones. And I love them, but there's one thing that I do not like about them, and that is how they fit on my ears. You'll notice here that I've done a little mod to it. I've taken the ear cushions off of another headset and switched them on, but the biggest thing that I had to find out was how do I do that? Because some headphones, like my Audio Technicas, you just take the ear cup and they peel right off, and then you swap them back. On some Turtle Beaches, there's a little plate on the back that have prongs that you literally just have to pry and snap off. This one, I started peeling, couldn't do anything. I started kind of pulling, didn't do anything. I was like, well, I don't want to ruin this $300 headset. I'm going to order a replacement pad. You'll notice these are the green ones, they came with it. This is the Elite 800 replacement pad. I apologize for the refocusing. I ordered it because, hey, if I order this, maybe it'll come with instructions, or I can figure out how to take them off after searching the forums and people on Reddit couldn't find anything. So I was like, hey, I'll just order these. They're like $2 a piece, $7 shipping, so you can get a pair for like $11 out the door, $12 out the door. So like, hey, I'll do that. In worst case, if it's something I can, take them apart and use a plate if it's a snap-in. Well, this is what I found out. This is the original that came on stock. This is a replacement pad for the Elite 800 one. You'll see that this is green. This is whatever color it is, colorblind. Sorry. One of the things you'll notice is the thickness. The replacement is nowhere near as deep at all. And then when it comes to squishing it, this is just me. The foam in these, this is crap foam. This right here, if you have a problem with this being deep enough to where your ear ends up hitting the speaker, the driver, if you have that issue in the stock ones, you are more than going to have that issue in this one because the foam in here is just not resilient at all. Actually, I've already taken apart one of them because it was the easiest way for me to do it. This is this one. You'll notice this foam is just, it's just foam. That's all it is. Really squishy, nothing there. So any depth that you have or lack thereof versus this is going to be multiplied. It's garbage. So what I found out when I got this is that, hey, look, it's a swivel. So you have to rotate and then pull out, put in, rotate. So what I've done here is I was going to get a replacement ear cups from somewhere. I needed to order it. And then I realized, hey, I've got my old DXL ones because I wanted to order the DSS2 back when I still liked use my Audio Technicas. I've got a DS1 as well, or DSS1 original. But I've got this guy that came with it. I keep everything in its packaging. And then I realized, well, hey, these aren't too bad. How do I take these off? So these, like most other headphones, just you peel and then they come out of the seam just like that. And you go all the way around and then they just come off. You'll see that it's just a little bit of a lip, and that's it. So I was like, hey, cool, done with those. So I had these, and I was like, man, I would love to put these on my Elite 800X. So grab these. Love the bass, by the way. And then you can see here the differences. About the same thickness, but the foam in this is a lot more rigid, so it stays away from my ears. Whereas this here, I squish it down. And this here, it's a lot more springy. It gives a little bit of resistance to push back instead of letting my ears squish up against it. So to take this off, you just grab and rotate one way. Let's see. I rotate that way. So grab this, rotate this way. There we go. Finally was able to rotate it off. So I will leave that there. All right, so after doing that, I realized that, hey, I can put these on here if I use the crap ones. So these are my stock ones, always going to keep those. They came with the headset. This was the crap that I ripped off. I looked at it here, and we can see that You know, here's the bottom. I was trying to peel it off, trying to find a good way to keep this ring. The only way I could do it was to literally grab and just kind of pull. Essentially just ripping it. I mean, you could take a pair of scissors and cut it, but you can see that it's just kind of coming off. There we go. Now, one thing that this does, because it's all one piece, normally this inside part is, you know, like this one here, it's just part of this and it goes on top of it. Well, with this crap one here, I call it the crap one, it's actually part of this, but it's stuck. It's interesting. It's like this was glued onto it and then this was wrapped around it. So that will still be there once you take this off all the way. Alright, so once that's off, then what I did was I grabbed it from the inside. Alright, so I stuck my thumb, let me show you. Alright, so on here I stuck my thumb here and then pulled outward, like pulled this down. So I'm sticking my thumb through the back, like that, and just taking it off like that. So you still have this here, which for me, you know, yay, it's fine. But now you can put your other ear pad on. Now as far as the measurements, I don't know. I mean, I could measure it, but I can always just take this back off as well. So with this here, I'm just going to throw this on here, just like you would on the other one. You just kind of just slide it and loop it on the outside edges. And it just so happens that the DXL1 happens to just fit snugly on here. So it takes a little bit of stretching and pulling and tugging. So I will probably fast forward this. There we go. Finally get that wrapped around there. So, and then hopefully, if you've done it, you've kind of kept it lined up. So now we can throw that on, rotate it. Now we got these two ear cups. I'm going to try it on for the first time. And as far as fit, I absolutely love it. I have no pressure against my ears. I cannot feel the inside of the drivers. You do not get the sound isolation, that leatherette. You know, it doesn't block as much. You still have the active noise cancellation on the actual earbuds or earphones, but I don't know. I literally wanted to make sure that I documented it because I hadn't seen anything else on how to do that. And as far as rotating these off again, for some reason, there we go. Right side I was turning the wrong way. A lot easier to take off now. Remember, they just rotate clockwise. And there you go. And with that done, you should be able to put on any set of ear cushions that you want, as long as you order this little guy here and rip it apart. Unless you do want to rip apart your stock ones, which, you know, I don't recommend. I like keeping stuff, you know, at least having the ability to keep things stock. But yeah, so there's that. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, message, Reddit, YouTube, whatever. But I hope this helps you out. Thanks.